Hey everyone! In this video, I went undercover with a group of hackers with whom I attempted to organize a criminal business. I found out on which forums they hang around and what kind of services they offer and on what terms it is possible to become a part of the gang. Later, I created my own deepfake with a very well-known person in small circles. Following the instructions in this video for experimental purposes exclusively, you will also be able to create a deepfake of any person. From this video you will learn how to secure yourself and recognize a deepfake, how relevant is scam through streaming on YouTube right now, how much money is made from launching deepfake scams, what else can be done with a deepfake, how to create a deepfake, how to create a voice clone, the grand theft by means of a deepfake, what schemes the cyber scammers use with deepfakes. Did you know that Darkmoneymaker is not just an image, not just a cool mask, but a whole ideology of transhumanism and cyberpunk? The essence of it is portrayed in a cartoon that we created about a cyber hero, Cyberdark. In this story, Dark is a cybernetic god who performs terraforming of planets, genetic engineering of living species, and of course, cosmic expansion. I'm now starting to publish this story on my Patreon. Support the project and create a subscription. Also, you can follow our story on my Twitter. Subscribe, and soon you will learn lots of new stuff about world creation and about the future that awaits the whole mankind. And for now, the entertaining part of our video is over. Let's proceed to the business. We will analyze how scammers steal money by means of deepfakes. And now, subscribe to my channels in the social media and support me on Patreon. You definitely won't regret it. The link is in the description. Here is Darkmoneymaker. Get yourself comfortable. Let's start from the beginning. What is a deepfake in the first place? The term deepfake appeared in 2017 on an internet platform Reddit, and in 2020 it officially entered vocabularies. Deepfake is a video in which a face gets replaced with another one through machine learning algorithms. Deepfake is a technology for content processing that replaces the face and voice of a person by means of artificial intelligence. Having figured out what a deepfake is, we have come close to the most exciting and relevant internet crime for today with the use of celebrity deepfakes. Cybercriminals make deepfakes of huge companies' top managers and make orders to their employees to perform actions aimed for intruders' enrichment. The most recent crime was the attack on the management of crypto market Binance. Hackers and scammers perfect their methods, adding more and more high-tech instruments to their schemes. Patrick Hillman, the PR manager of Binance, reported about a new sophisticated method in which hackers used his image to perform scammer operations. Hillman declared that hackers managed to program his hologram by means of AI. They created a kind of deepfake that was used for a scam with representatives of several crypto projects during Zoom calls. The hologram managed to deceive those projects, making them believe that they were listed on Binance and that Hillman was a part of the operation. The listing scheme was discovered when those participants got in touch with Hillman to thank him for the help in the supposed listing possibilities. However, he had no idea about those meetings as he doesn't participate in the listing process of Binance. Hillman didn't reveal the details about which crypto projects were under attack and the amount of money spent on the supposed listing services. major theft. The grand theft from a bank performed according to a similar scenario happened in January 2020. A manager in Hong Kong answered a call from the company's boss he had already been in touch with. The fake client told him to transfer $35 million as his company intended to make a deal with a huge purchase. The manager received an email with instructions from the lawyer and the boss, and then performed the money transfer, being completely confident in his actions. The case was investigated by the United States and United Arab Emirates as the hackers caused damage to an organization on their territory. The detectives found a scheme in which 17 people took part, and the money landed in various states and banks, including the American Centennial Bank. If you don't want your loved ones to become victims of deepfakes, make sure to send them this video, so that one of them does not get scammed by pretending to be someone they know. That's how a Chinese man lost $620,000. Now I'm gonna tell you about it in detail. Deepfake scam in China is becoming increasingly dangerous in relation to the hacker's ability to easily get financial information by means of AI. Using audio and video, the hackers convinced a man from North China to transfer money to his friend, but directed it to a fake account. The victim resided in the region of Baotou, Inner Mongolia, and the local police reported that the hacker used artificial intelligence to recreate the visual and speaking resemblance. Deepfake scam made the victim believe that he was transferring 4.3 million yuan, that is $662,000, to his friend as a deposit to take part in an auction. When his friend told the victim that he had no idea about the incident, the man reported the scam to the law enforcement, which, according to writers, claimed to have managed to return a huge part of the money stolen, but they are still working on retrieving the rest of the money. And while you are watching this video, Russian cybercriminals specializing on crypto scam are in action and using TikTok to launch deepfakes of Elon Mask. There's a new scam wave on TikTok where hackers claim to be Elon Musk. According to Bleeping Computer, such videos appear every hour. On those records, Musk is allegedly being interviewed by famous publishers and invites the users to visit a website that gives away crypto. Scammers created lots of pages, many of which pretend to be crypto markets. Most of them are using domains such as bitoxes.com, moonexio.com, and others. I decided to check out one of such links. I registered on the platform and used a promo code from one of those videos. As a result, they promised to give me bitcoins. However, as I tried to withdraw the money, they first demanded to activate the account by depositing 0.005 BTC, which currently equals $132. Some of those sites also demand KYC information, which may help the cybercriminals hack other accounts. Here's an example of a quality deepfake with Elon Musk.
Tell me, Mask, how much crypto do you have at the moment?
In fact, I do not have such information, but I will say that I invest not only in Bitcoin, but also in other crypto.
The dangers of deepfakes. British criminalists declared this kind of cybercrime as one of the most dangerous ones for the nearest 15 years. This was confirmed by their group of experts on AI, who defined 3 groups of crimes that apply AI. The most dangerous ones: deepfakes, hacking of pilotless cars, and systems controlled by AI, faking of news and blackmail. Mid-dangerous: analysis of security systems and the history of actions in the net for the purpose of further sell. Least dangerous: home invasion by means of robots through pet doors. The situation with fake videos is so serious that in 2018, the US Congress released the Malicious Deepfake Prohibition Act. Experts from the London University College think that the quality of deepfakes will be increasing. Criminals will be able to apply them to discredit celebrities and extort money from victims pretending to be their relatives on video calls. How to protect yourself from this kind of cybercriminals. Battling deepfakes. Those are the issues that used to bother scientists and AI experts. Here are several projects that exist and are being applied in the field. Google's Synth ID and Meta's Stable Signature. Both are oriented on incorporating a special digital signature into the images generated by AI. Pindrop and Veritas. They fight against deepfakes created by the instruments of speech synthesis. Very soon, we'll be using one of those to create our own fake voice. Deepware and Resemble. They analyze video on originality. They are completely free. And the key instrument is Style GAN. It reveals the product created by the deepfake technology. All these solutions have one common disadvantage. They only work with finished video or audio. They are unable to reveal a deepfake in real time, such as during a phone call or a live broadcast. So how can you tell if it's a real person talking to us right now on the other side of the screen? We'll talk about that further. How to reveal a deepfake without the use of software. There are several external signs that can give away a fake. I divided them into 4 groups. 1. Face. Flares in the eyes don't match. The eyes themselves don't move or their movement is unnatural. The person doesn't blink. The face freezes for a split second. This happens when the frames are glued artificially. Wrong articulation is also a sign of a deepfake, when the lip movement doesn't match the words uttered. 2. Emotions. The face doesn't show any emotions that must correspond to the speech. For example, the person is telling a joke, but with a completely serious face. 3. Posture and movement. Unnatural posture is an easy way to tell a fake. AI concentrates more on the object's face than the body. This is also the reason why the person's movements can be jerky and unnatural. 4. Picture quality. Unnatural skin color, light, wrong shades. All this is typical for deepfakes. Also, fakes are unable to create the exact same hair and teeth. Usually they would be static and blurry. The important criterion is blurry picture between the neck and the head. Any blur on video is a reason to doubt its originality. The important factor is a situation where the victim has no time to think. No software or immunity will help in a moment of stress that scammers set up. For example, when the person gets a call from the boss who urgently demands to transfer the money to another company's account. How to create a deepfake. Well, now we've come to the most exciting part of this video. To create a deepfake we need the original video in good quality. The video must be without seams and transitions. The face should be distinct. Otherwise, the algorithm is not gonna work. A picture of the person that is required to be incorporated into the deepfake. The face must also be distinct, no cuts. Otherwise, the algorithm reports an error. An audio with the voice of the person whose picture we're gonna use as a fake. We will need it to create a voice model. After that, it will be able to pronounce any text we want with this person's voice. Software for the data processing. The first thing we do is swap the face on the video. As an example, I will be using this video from an interview with Andrew.
At a younger age, I did the best I could possibly do, and I did the best I believed at the time.
and you grow from it and you learn, and perhaps there's times in your life where you look back and think, well, maybe I would have done this differently, because hindsight's always 20/20.
As a replacement, I will be using the picture of this man. If you've recognized him, write about it in the comments. Everything will be happening on Google Colab. You will find a link to this assembly in the description under this video. First, we have to create a connection. Press the connect button. Wait until a connection is established. A green check with the word connected has appeared. That means we can move on. Now, we launch 3 scripts one at a time. Their processing will take a few minutes. Answer yes to pop-up windows. Ignore the errors. While they are processed, we upload our files. Click on the folder icon and a catalog of this assembly opens, where the project files are stored. There we have to upload our video and photo. Click the right mouse button on a free space and press Upload. Now, select our files and press OK. After a few seconds, we will see both our files there. So, all the algorithms are completed. The green checks near the start icons tell us that. Now, we proceed to the last step of the stage. That is face swap. Before launching the script, we have to rename our files. The names must not contain any numbers and special symbols. So, we go to the folder, click the right mouse button, choose Rename File, and leave only the letters. The same goes for both files. When we're done with that, we just have to replace a few lines in the code. We have to insert the link to our video into the target field. Go to the work folder, click our video with the right mouse button, and choose Copy Path. Go to Target and replace the link with the one we have just copied. Insert. Same with the other photo. So we're done. Press Start. If the algorithm hasn't displayed any errors within the first minute, it's a very good sign. That means our video is being processed. So, the algorithm is processed, and that means our video is ready. It is located in a project folder called Swapped. Click it with the right mouse button and choose Download. Let's see what we've got.
At a younger age, I did the best I could possibly do, and I did the best I believed at the time. And you grow from it and you learn, and perhaps there's times in your life where you look back and think, well, maybe I would have done this differently, because hindsight's always 20/20.
We've done a good job. I like it. Dubbing. The final stage will be dubbing Andrew with the voice of our celebrity. For that, I have chosen one of the best services for this purpose, 11 Labs. We're gonna use it to create a dubbing model for our superstar, and basing upon it, we will replace Andrew's voice with exact precision. In the site's main window, we see the instrument called speech synthesis. We have to click the button Add Voice. Now, press the button Add Generative or Clone Voice and select Instant Voice Cloning. In the name field, we enter any name. I'm gonna write Samuel. Now, in the field right under the name, we have to upload the person's voice with a photo, which I mentioned earlier. Select Track. Check here. And press Add Voice. Our voice model will appear in the list among the others. Now we can use it for dubbing. Go to its card and press Use. In the field Task, select Speech to Speech. In the field Audio, we upload Andrew's voice with a video that we used for the deepfake. And then click Generate. The completed dubbing will play.
At a younger age, I did the best I could possibly do, and I did the best I believed at the time. And you grow from it and you learn, and perhaps there's times in your life where you look back and think, well, maybe I would have done this differently, because hindsight's always 20/20.
That's definitely what we needed. Sounds great. Putting it all together. And the last thing we need to do is to combine the voice with the video. For that, you can use any software or service you like. And here's what we've got.
At a younger age, I did the best I could possibly do, and I did the best I believed at the time. And you grow from it and you learn, and perhaps there's times in your life where you look back and think, well, maybe I would have done this differently, because hindsight's always 20/20.
Well, how'd you like it? Would you believe that it's actually him? Write about it in the comments. As for me, we've done a very nice job. Breaking news! We have been able to get in touch with Vladimir Putin himself. And now we're gonna ask him a few questions. Volodya, hello.
Приветствую, Dark. What's your middle name? Moneymakerovich?
Actually, you can call me like you do yourself. Vladimir Moneymaker. War is a profitable thing, right, Volodya?
I would not call it profitable. It would be more accurate to say that war is expedient for the economies of developed countries. If we make an analogy with accounting, war helps to patch up holes, eliminate cash gap. Therefore, from war, we get only pluses. First of all, by optimizing losses on the battlefront.
I understand that, and I agree. War is above all competition, and competition is the engine of progress, provided that it's a fair war, not when one of the sides cuts the other side's throat, demonstrating that on all channels.
I know what story you're talking about. Let's not bring it up in this interview.
So, voila, we've already heard about your plans to conquer the whole world. I would say you're not being too successful with that, but what you really managed to do is to seize power in your country better than any other who used to rise against the USA before. I know you're a good businessman and dictator who wants to live and rule forever. I have the following question. How is the development of projects related to robotics and prolongation of life going?
Dark, you're getting into my head. I can open the veil. It's not a secret. I'm involved in the development of robotics and the integration of electronic systems into people's bodies.
In detail, please.
There's a company in the United States that develops software, a second company in China that builds hardware, and in Russia, a third company that supplies people who lost body parts in the war for transplants. In addition, many people in the course of military operations received injuries to the central nervous system and so on. These problems are also solved by our holding.
Robotics, transhumanism, and cyberpunk are definitely what I'm interested in. So, it looks like the more losses on the front, the more development for the industry.
Exactly. The main benefit is in the development of technologies and their integration. And of course, through the special military operation, we have done a good job of cleansing the country's population of all sorts of drug addicts, alcoholics, deadbeats, and the disabled, just by putting them in the front ranks. So they're not good people. Maybe they'll become a good robots.
We've had a very explicit podcast. I cannot even believe you've been so sincere. I used to think you were a very careful person, and here you have just put it all on the table.
No problem, Dark. I got that impression too. Felt like I was talking to myself in the mirror.
I've got the same feeling that if I take off the mask, you will be underneath it.
Just like in that anecdote, Vovochka tells his mom, "Today I killed 5 flies, 2 males and 3 females." Really? How did you know their sex? 2 were sitting on a beer bottle and 3 on a mirror? Glad to do the interview for you and your subscribers. I hope things work out well for you. And we'll continue to make content together.
Unlikely.
You can call me anytime. I'm in touch for you. До свидания.
Bye. So, brothers, how'd you like our new episode? As you can see, the quality of the content is increasing. We will be building up the power of our production, and very soon, we will launch YouTube channels in other languages of the world. Support us by subscribing to the channel on social media, and you will be the first one to learn how to make money using my idea.